Hi guys, welcome to another Show on the Buffalo video. I hope we've all been well, and we are going to dive straight into this video with a 120 pack opening of the newest set that just dropped yesterday, Chilling Grain. So we've all been majorly excited for this to come around. Battle Styles didn't bring half as much as we was hoping it to, and Chilling Grain is just gonna hopefully expand our pool of cards that we all have access to take the battle. So after this, we will also be covering a deck that I do want to check just to see if Chilling Rain makes much of a difference, and it's just going to be a consistent version of the Whimsicott toolbox with the addition of Fog Crystal that came in a set. So that'll be coming after this, so there will be a little cut in the video. But we're just going to again open these 120 packs together. So I will be going into how Chilling Grain does add a lot of consistency to some of the lesser decks, some of the less known decks, some of the decks that aren't classified as meta. And for our first pack, we do have ourselves these are my locked packs, because I did buy like 40 odd locked packs, but we have a gold Fog Crystal. That's nice to have. So we're off to a good start, and hopefully when it comes into our unlocked packs, they end up being just as good as that. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. So Burnett, Resolute Spy, it's basically the same as the Frost Glass that was out. I think, in fact, Frost Glass actually did more damage. This doesn't work with a single strike energy because it requires a psychic type energy. It does, however, work with horror energy. So every Silver Cloud may try making Burnett good, but we will see about that. Because the bad thing about Burnett, and indeed Frostmoth, is that it's all well and good, you put 7 damage counts on yourself and hit for 140 damage. But then your opponent just drops a single Zigzagoon, and it's like, money! So, little Star Wars Family Guy reference there for you all. Money! So the packs that I'm getting out of the locked packs, other than the Fog Crystal, not amazing, but Peonia. It always feels weird trying to say that correctly. It's just such a silly name. And before it's someone's actual real name. So, what we have this time, a Shadow Red Calyrex. That's a very welcome addition. This is most certainly the deck that I want to be playing going into this set's release. So we have to hit a 4-4 or at least a 4-3 line of them, which out of 120 packs, we could get close, but I doubt it, we'll see. But I won't cross it off the list just yet, because, you know, we're only, 10 packs in or so, and we have our first Shadow Rider Calyrex, so that Tornado Sphere, Max, terrible card. Yeah, not even gonna be wasting my time with that, like, not gonna lie. Every set they bring out a VMAX that's just like tragic. I don't know why. Like, what's the point in VMAXs being the best sort of cards if they had ones that couldn't even compete with like a half decent one prize card deck, like Flapple VMAX for example. What was the point? So we'll just keep opening these packs. Altimetry is very nice. Nice to have the shiny versions of them, because Gardevoir is one of my favourite Pokemon. So I will be making the Gardevoir deck, and it probably will be built similar to the Gardevoir GX deck of old, but again we're just going to have to wait and see, and obviously standard now, the cards are very different, so we'll have to work with what we've got. Excuse me, I've had a very busy week. I had one of my closest childhood friends that I haven't seen in over a year, possibly even 2, come all the way from a different city to visit me, and we went on plenty of adventures around the city, and it was great. And now she's gone, and now we're both sad. But but she'll be back in no time. We certainly hope. I actually managed to get her into playing PTCGO, and she did buy herself the Choo Choo battle kit and some other. The Raichu or Raichu or Pikachu, whichever, whatever it's called, I don't know. I was never a fan of that deck, to be honest. But and she's doing all the training challenges and whatnot, and she is an ex-Yu-Gi-Oh player, so naturally she's good at card games that take less effort than Yu-Gi-Oh. So I'll be teaching her how to play the game eventually when she gets past all the training challenges and whatnot. Talking of which, obviously I've gone out of my way to buy these codes. If anyone is looking to sell more of the Chilling Grain codes, then I am looking to buy more, both for myself and my friend. So, and she's looking to buy some for herself as well, so she can play around with this set when it comes down to it. Another awful Zarude. I think the Zarude cards we've had so far have been repeatedly tragic, repeatedly whipped, like they're just not good at all. The fact that this searches them and doesn't put them on the bench, like why? Like, honestly, they could have made Zarude cards like somewhat good. It's meant to be the newest mythical Pokemon out of the newest film. Mythical or legendary, I'm not sure, I think it's mythical. But it's like, every single Zarude card out so far is just tragic. I'm actually going to be using this in a deck as well coming up. Obviously, we have Greninja and Zoroark GX, which has the Dark Pulse attack of old, that repeatedly stacks damage the more Darkness Energies you have in play, and the Galarian Weezing does double for every Dark Energy you have in play, so it counts every Dark Energy as 2. It's exactly the same as anyone that might remember. There used to be a pack called Shining Legends, there was a holiday set, and in that holiday set there was a Venusaur, and the Venusaur actually said exactly the same thing as this Weezing, where every Grass Energy in play was counted as 2 rather than 1. And that's seen a little bit of play in some Shining Celebi decks and some Tapu Bulu decks and some other things. So more Gardevoirs. It's nice to have a reverse. And we're not even through the locked patch yet. A Blissey V, and it's a full art. It's a terrible card. And not spending any more time looking at that. And I know that the VMAX is no better. And this is, again, what I mean, like, they just make these VMAXs, and then some are outstanding, and then the others are just ass, and it's like, why is there no middle ground? Like, there's just, I mean, Blaziken VMAX may be a middle ground, but that's yet to be determined. I think it's going to be a little bit more up the scale middle ground, but we'll see. We have here Metagross V. The Metagross VMAX may see a video. It may see a video. Like, Metagross was also one of my favourite Pokemon. Do you know, most of my favourite Pokemon actually came from Gen 2 and Gen 3. Like, the Pokemon past there, I've had little to no effort put into them. Like that. Like, what is that? They literally made Trubbish, which is trash and rubbish as a word and as a Pokemon. It's like, where's the effort? Now, I'm not much of an artist, but they must have teams of artists and teams of people that come up with these come up with the Pokemon things, and it's like, how much effort could it really take? And I know obviously we've got a lot of them, and I just think that to an extent there's no excuse. Slurpuff, another tragic one. That we'll see no play. I'm going to be doing like some budget decks out of this set as well, as I've done budget sets and budget decks in the past with cards that come out of sets. I've got to say, I love the artwork on that. See that background? It's very. I don't know if any of my viewers know who Joe Satriani is, but that's how he does the art on some of his guitars, like that sort of weird, like almost like children drawing type of art. It's, but I like it. It's cool. Well, how is this not Hyperbeam? What is going on there? How is that not Hyperbeam? Come on, that is like the attack cost of every Hyperbeam attack that ever existed. Makes me sad. I may try and play that though. I'm going to be making decks of all the hollows. This is a very welcome addition to the Eternatus decks. So I imagine that's going to see a lot of play. It's sort of like anti-Mad Party. That's literally what the attack says. It may as well just say nail Mad Party. Ruined. Welcome and Lantern Gold Rare, or Secret Gold, whatever they're called. Very nice. So that's our first gold of the unlocked packs. So with any luck finding my Shadow Riders or trading for them won't be too difficult, but we'll see. The Galarian Surfetch may see a deck. It's not particularly interesting, that's why I didn't zoom into it. We're just opening these packs as quick as possible. Volcanion V, one of the coolest Pokemon they actually ever made, and they only made like 2 good cards for Volcanion ever. It is sad. Like if this Pokemon has 10 or more damage counters on it, like yeah, cheers mate. If I'm halfway knocked out, I do more damage. Sick. Imagine being halfway knocked out in a fight, like, oh yeah, I'm solid now, wait a minute, my nose is bleeding. Blaziken VMAX, there we go, there's a welcome card. We were talking about big man chicken on campus a second ago. Charges up energies, puts everything within range of getting 2-shot whilst charging up your bench Pokemon. Like, what more could you ask for in a decent attacker? And not many people are playing water decks anymore either, so I think we have 4 of the shiny Gardevoir now, if not a lot more than that. There's the Weezing again, Kecleon. I'm not even going to try and make that deck. Like, it's for any of you that are contemplating playing Kecleon and you like to play competitively. Like, you can either waste your time and play it, or you can not waste your time and just move along. Like, it's cost versus reward, or it's risk versus reward, is totally not worth it. It's not worth it. To even put the sort of brain power to take into a deck like that and make every concise little play matter when it comes to getting those energy, not worth it. I'll keep my Trumbeak happy, and I'll keep my Arangrus happy in other decks. For those wondering what sort of cards you play in that Kecleon deck. That's interesting. It's worth having. It might see a one-of in some decks, I'm not entirely sure. But it does have a very good ability. This will see a lot of play, the Path to the Peak. So, it seems like our luck is about as good as our luck in real life when it comes to this set, because I opened up a lot of packs of this set when it came out, and I barely acquired anything. Worst VMAX out of the set, possibly. Its attack rips off of Altals, and it only does 90 more damage, and it's worth 3 prizes. Why though? Like, actually, why? You keep your board presence, but there's boss's orders, so why? This is what I mean by trash VMAX cards. And, like, it's cards like, and it's also, like, how, it's like the Gigantamax as well, so it's not like how in the game, where if a Pokemon, like, Gigantamaxes and it just becomes a bigger version of itself, some of them have, like, specific ones where they get, like, specific animations and different effects and things like that. and it's like the actual Gigantamax, not Dynamax. And then they've ruined those cards for me so far. Like Gengar, my boy Gengar that's in this set, apparently, Gengar VMAX. Ruined it. Could have been so good, and I don't think it's going to be half as good as what people think it's going to be. Like, it's so basic. I'm just going on about this set being so bad, but there are a lot of good points to it, of course. Fog Crystal being the main one. Having Netball, but for Psychic types, with Psychic being one of my favourite Pokemon types, excuse me. It's a very welcome card in this set. And now they've printed my boy Gardevoir again, oh my god, Gardevoir. I'm obviously gonna enjoy giving that, giving her a lot more attention again. I'm a bit of a Gardevoir fanboy, you might call it. Oh, come on. So, just under 50 packs left. Come on, give me some ultras. Sandaconda V, it's not what I had in mind. Cheers, game. Amazing. We'll get another Shadow Rider. We must do. Like, we absolutely must. Out of 120 packs. Blaziken, I mean, to start. Again, I'm getting like one of all the things that I need, and I need multiples of these things. Galarian Moltres V. Again, with the wheezing and such, like Dark Box, Greninja Zoroark could become a thing for a little while. We'll see. It's not entirely likely. What does this do? Fist of Strife. If you have any damage counters on it, you do 200 for free energy. Why for free energy? It's just, it's not worth it, is it? I mean, if you can play 6 turns, then by all means, thank you, game. But that is certainly not the case. Not seeing many ultras still. At least we have a Shadow Rider, that's good. Reverse Holo Fog Crystal, that's nice. Glade does for each. I could see play. I mean, I'm gonna play it as a one-off in the Gardevoir deck anyway. I've still yet to properly even read Gardevoir's ability. I've not even like looked at it properly. Yeah, there's the anti. See here. For each Pokemon your opponent's discard pile, put a damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon anyway, like, which basically says, "See you later, Mad Party." that's literally the whole point of it. Which is a shame because Mad Party was only just about to start getting into its stride with Fog Crystal releasing as well, and Mad Party seeing just that little bit more consistency. Not that it needed it, because it was just a deck with full of items, full of Pokemon, like 4 Professor's Research, 3 Boss, and like Dedanes and stuff like that. I only had like 7 supporters, and let's say 6 or 7 energy. I think it's like 7. Blissey, not even reading it. I know it's bad. I remember hearing about it, and I was like, oh, why did they make these cards? Why? Blissey was like one of the best things to ever happen to Chansey. Well, it was the best thing to ever happen to Chansey. Another Blaziken. Things looking nice. Not even pulled a Zeraora V yet. I was hoping it'd be a Speak of the Devil case, but it just really wasn't. So my path to... I've got plenty of Cresselia because I got loads of the pre-release things, so that's nice. What does this do? You must discard 2 cards from your hand. Discard 2 to draw 1. That's like the opposite of Zoroark. Oh, cheers, cheers, legendary bird of dirt. Why do they even put effort into these cards? Well, Blaziken's looking like I'll be making a video on that sometime soon. But again, I'd like some Zeraora to go with it. That's not bad. Could be for each damage. No, it's awful. What am I talking about? Oh. Ooh, a full art Melanie. Well, that's our first full art trainer in a very long time. I got Peonia. I don't think the golds count. Gold secrets. Oh, come on, Shadow Riders, please. I've basically got like every common and uncommon in the set. Now, stop it with your dirt. Move. Come through reverse is a keep by. Oh, an alternate art. Well, it's a bad card though, so it's going for trade. More bad cards. They keep doing my boy Ampharos bad as well. 180 for 2 energy. Do you know what? A 2 shots things and it's not a bad energy cost, but also you need to rackhand it into play. And they didn't bother to bring out a Fluffy that has like an skip evolution clause or anything like that. I was really hoping, you know, they'd bring out something like Broken Time Space that used to exist, but it could only be used to evolve. Oh, that's nice. A full art Broly. Oh, it's a tragic card though, so it's going for trade. Yeah, Broken Time Space, but it literally said on the card that you could only use it to evolve non-rule box Pokemon, and the Pokemon that you're evolving into must also be a non-rule box Pokemon. Like, that would be good. What's this? If you do, awful. What is the point? Keep doing my girl Hatterene bad as well, and I loved Hatterene when she came out on the game as well. What's this? No. Maybe good in fossil decks and expanded. No, because we're losing Absol. Serena is bad. Be better off just playing Milotic from the Rebel Clash set. So, not many more packs to go, unfortunately. And yeah, so this is one of the cards that we were looking at, and you do basically 160, which doesn't even 2-shot everything. So, what a waste. You could play 4 single strike energy for Swim, and you know, pull the attack off quite well. And single strike energy obviously does increase its maximum damage output to 170. No, what am I talking about? 180. So then you can 2-shot everything, and literally everything. So, not far to go. Keep getting tragic cards though. So, this is pack number 10. So, these are my last 10 packs. Can we get some more Shadow Rider stuff? No, we can't. We can get an awful Shaman though. Oh, Shaman EX, you will be missed. All because Pokemon or TPCI couldn't be bothered to put on Scoop Up Net that this card can only be used on cards that are non-rule box Pokemon. But I think we'll be seeing a lot more of that in the future, where cards will literally just be like, yeah, you can't use them on you can't use them on rule box Pokemon basically. So they'll be like, you know, bringing back the one prize card decks. They're not making it all just about VMAX and stuff like that, because making it all about VMAX and stuff is just silly. Like, it sort of takes away from the variety of the game. It takes away the whole point of why people started playing the game in the first place back in like Heart Gold, Soul Silver era and things like that. So, 4 more packs to go, including this one. Can we get a good pull? No, we can't. Can we get a good pull? No, we can't. Cheers, Wolverine. Can we get a good pull? You failed me yet again, Starscream. Can we get a good pull? Ultra, ultra, ultra. No! Right, anyway, I'll be right back with the deck list for the new and updated Whimsicott. So we are back again with our Whimsicott list, and again, now that we have this card, Fog Crystal, I believe that Whimsicott can be a little bit more competitively viable, just because it has additional consistency in this card, that it finds you not only your Cottonies, but it does actually also find you Oricorio GX as well for when you need it. But most importantly, the one thing that I find in Whimsicott that I've always missed, or tended to miss more often than not, when I've pieced together everything, got all my tools into play, oh look at that, I'm missing my energy. Thankfully, Fog Crystal helps you in that aspect as well, because it does also grab a Psychic Energy. That's why the deck has a lot more consistency now. Makes it a lot better. And because I've cut down on, say for example, the lists where they played a second Dene and maybe a single copy of Crobat, I'm also not playing the Island Challenge Amulet in my deck anymore as well. This is closer, or as close to a next rotation list as I could get, realistically. So, although obviously it's still rocking as a Dene and an Oricorio, it'll be next format, or as close to next format as possible, rotation wise. So, like I say, I'm not playing Island Challenge Amulet. Instead, I've gone for Vitality Band, because between the one shots and the two shots, the amount of tools that you have to discard are sometimes one more than you'd ever want to, and the Vitality Band just allows you to do that extra 10 damage whilst being able to conserve a tool card in play, being usually the Vitality Band, because you can't actually discard the Vitality Band, otherwise you don't get the 10 damage. Bear that in mind if you do try to play this. I know a lot of people would like to see this deck be a lot more aggressive, but I play a lot more conservatively with my approach and how I play. So because of that, I play 4 Marnie and only 3 Research. Any of you that like to see it the other way around, but be my guest, by all means, try it out. But if you are going to do that, all I'd say is cut yourself down 1 Psychic Energy and put in a copy of Ordinary Rod. So that is all for this video. I hope you've all enjoyed watching, hope you enjoyed the pack opening, hope you give this list a go. The next video that I will be uploading will be, excuse me, a video of this Whimsicott list updated to the Chilling Grain being released. And that's all again. So thank you all for watching. Please drop a like on the video, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and I shall see you for the next video. Peace out, guys.